Guys, are you ready for our final comedian? He is the founder of the Geek Comedy Tour. He's the one that was like, hey, let's stop having beer bottles thrown at our head. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Berlick. Thank you guys for coming on out. Yes. I've got some refreshing news for the ladies. I'm single. Yeah. Yeah. Do not applaud that, sir. And ladies, do not go woo, because that is your mouth writing a check your vagina cannot cash. It's like, I'm single and I'm wondering, like, why am I single? Why am I single? Because I'm trying to work out a little more, I'm trying to dress a little better, trying to act a little cooler, I'm trying not to dance like an epileptic muppet at the club. It's like, why am I single? Why am I single? And I think the best answer to that question is on my wrist, because I walk around with the 25th anniversary Space Invaders watch, and this is the best contraceptive that money can buy. You know, it's like girls will give a guy a bar with a Rolex and a bald spot, huge break. Girls see this, and I can hear their vaginas just slam shut. Like an old-timey bank vault. It's because of comments like that that I am single. But the thing is, like, girls will talk to me, they'll come up to me, they'll talk to me, they'll be like, you look like someone I know, or you look like a cousin of mine. And I think that's just a nice, extended but polite way of saying you look unfuckable but familiar. Yeah. I've got a weird job, you guys. I'm a video game critic, because I got the physique for it. I'm a video game critic, and it's a cool job. It's an awesome job, except my parents, they want me to get like a more normal job, like a 9-to-5 job, like an office job. I'm nervous about that from the perspective that your first day on the job is it's just like a grown-up version of your first day at school. You know, you walk into the office, your new boss is introducing you to your new coworkers. Everyone else is being described as a billion times more awesome than you. Where it's like, new guy, welcome to the super team. Yeah, over there's Donna, single mother of 5, got her last kid through college. She's doing good. Over there's Dave, Iraq war vet, 1st Marine Recon. Saves his platoon a shitload of times in Fallujah. He's got great war stories. New guy, tell us about yourself. And I'm like, yeah, I'm Chris, and back in 3rd grade, I fucking caught Carmen Sandiego. Promote me! I've come to figure something out, you guys. I've come to realize that, like, if you're a date and you want to try dating, you're going to have a sort of hard time dating, and you're going to have a fairly hard time sealing the deal, you know? Like, odds are, if you go on a date and you bring her back to your apartment, aka Fort Awesome, aka Battlestar Galactica, but cooler, like, she's not going to look around and be like, you've got an original Dreamcast, take me now, you autistic dreamboat, you know? Like, odds are you're going to need all the help you're going to get. And ladies, I think that's where the government should kick in and reward you. Like, I think your tax rebate should be directly proportional to the dorkiness of the guy you're dating. You go to a Star Trek convention, you pick up the 400-pound guy with homemade tricorder, and you actually fuck that man. The IRS shouldn't send you a bill, they should send you a pony and a thank you note. The thing is, though, like, girls don't want the geeks, they want the bad boy, they want the thug, they want the guy with, like, 3 teardrop I just murdered everyone tattoos, and, you know, they want the guy who just, like, stole a police cruiser and then parked on an orphan to celebrate the 1.5-week anniversary with his girlfriend, and I can't compete with that unless I do like this, and I'm just like, girl, you don't know what I'm downloading or how it violates copyright. Looking around at all the beautiful women here that I have no chance with, and all I can think is, I could disappoint you all. I did something terrible, you guys. I slogged through season 2 of Jersey Shore. I don't know why I did this. That show is basically like your weekly Hindenburg viewing. And the thing is, like, I hate the people on it. These are just like douchebags that walk like men. And the thing is, I find myself hating Snooki the most, because Snooki is just like a 4-foot orange version of Precious that never learns. And like, the thing is, her fame does not die, and I don't think she can die by conventional means. I think you would have to fight and kill Snooki like you would fight and kill a mythological creature. So my opinion is, I think you need to fight and try to kill Snooki like you'd battle a special ed werewolf. And because of that, I've been working on designing a gun that fires both at silver bullets and standardized testing, so I need funding, that's all I can say. I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking that the older generations have the best romantic stories, where it's like, you talk with your grandparents and it's like, hey, how'd you guys meet? And your grandmother will just be like, oh, when your grandfather got back from the war, he was delivering newspapers for a living. I'd open my door, I'd pick up my paper, I'd open my paper. Every morning I'd find a beautiful poem written to me on it. And it's like, wow, that's really cool. And I've been wondering, what is our generation gonna say, where it's like, hey, how'd you guys meet? Well, he Facebook stalked the shit out of me. Just gathered information. I do have some better news, you guys. I got to kiss a girl recently. Yeah, miracles can happen. Yeah. It was really cool. I was at a party. I started talking with this girl. We started making out. One thing led to another. But it got to that weird, cool, intimate moment where you're running your hands through someone's hair, and that was also the moment where I realized that she had prosthetic ears, because whenever I ran my hands through her hair, my hand would just kept hitting this black surgical implant that allowed her to hear. And in the back of my mind, I was wondering, like, what do I make of this? What do I take away from this? How do I feel about this? And another part of my brain was just saying, made out with a cyborg! Oh yes! Oh my God, if I could high-five my 9-year-old self, I would! We did it, buddy! Yeah! Kick that off the bucket list! Next attainable life goal, blowjob on the moon! Yeah. Comments like that are also why I'm single. It's getting colder, and the one thing I'm realizing, I got to thinking back about the blizzard that hit DC back in February, where everyone was trapped for days. I don't know if you guys got it up here. Everyone was trapped for days under 3 feet of snow, but I think how you were trapped and who you were trapped with made a huge difference to your experience. If you were trapped with someone you loved and cared about, that's an awesome blizzard. That's a romantic blizzard where it's like, hey, how'd you guys spend the blizzard? We watched the snow gently fall for 4 beautiful days, and then we cuddled on the couch, made sweet couch love, and then we watched Princess Bride. We made reverse sweet, beautiful couch love, and then we watched Princess Bride with director's commentary. And it's like, wow, that's cool, that's an awesome blizzard. But I was talking with one of my guy friends, I was like, how'd you spend the blizzard? And he's like, I got trapped with my boys. What? Because that's not the awesome blizzard he's describing, that's the dude blizzard he's describing, and that's nothing more than a series of terrifying events that happened to him, where it's like, how'd you spend that time? Oh, we watched Lord of the Rings till we ran out of alcohol. Then we found it surprisingly easy to make and run your own Fight Club / meth lab. Then we had a small argument, and turns out Ian did have the largest cock in the group, so that was my blizzard. I've been playing a lot of old school video games, especially Super Mario Brothers lately, and me. Your consent means nothing. Me. Thank God he's male. But something's been creeping me out, because you play the classic Super Mario Brothers, and you love it, and you adore it, but every time you get to the end of the level, you drop the dragon in the lava, 3 cheers. Then you talk with the mushroom guy, and the mushroom guy's like, I'm sorry, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. That doesn't make either Mario or Luigi the hero. That just makes them very poorly informed stalkers, if you think. It's like, it's on her friend's Facebook that she won't add me. Oh, God. I've got a weird dream job, you guys. My dream job is to become the Pope. Because if you think about it, that's the closest you're ever going to get to being a superhero, because when you're the Pope, you got the cape, you got the hat, you got the bulletproof car. But the coolest thing about being the Pope is you get to choose the name that you're known by. One guy was John Paul II, another was Pius XVI. I'm just going to be Heathen Smasher 5000. And this is going to be amazing. It's going to be my first day at St. Peter's Square. I'm on the balcony, thousands of people beneath me, hanging on my every word. I'm just going to go up to the mic and be like, hello, my children. Welcome to Vatican 3.0. The following are the edicts of the Heathen Smasher 5000. Edict the first, all parking tickets can be gotten out of with 3 Hail Marys and a rockin' guitar solo. Edict the second, chainsaw hands for everyone. And our third and final edict to this point, it'll totally feel better without a condom. I've been reading through the internet and news on the internet, and I came across this really weird thing, you guys. Apparently, a couple months ago, there was this MMA UFC fighter. He was training for a match, and he was training with his sparring partner, but he was high on mushrooms while he did it. So he actually beat his sparring partner to death. But at the end of that, he ripped the guy's heart out of his chest. And I was, and at that point, I was wondering what was going through his head, aside from some demonic voice that just said, "Finish him!" And how many Xbox Live points did he get for that? Because, yeah. I play a lot of video games, you guys, because I believe that video games are real. And the thing I like about video games is there's a sense of constant feedback. Like, you know where you are and where you stand at all times. If possible, I want to bring that into my dating life. Like, if I'm on a date and it's going halfway well, we're making out, I don't know what's going to happen next, I want a progress bar floating over her head. And when it gets to a certain point, I want to hear a voice that says, "Your foreplay has been sufficient. You have gained access to her breasts. You have also unlocked the 'How the hell do I do your bra class without sort of killing you' mini game." Because those things are defended by minotaurs with lightsabers. And you know, if I am able to seal the deal and make the miracle happen, I want the same rewards and feedback that I get in a role-playing game, you know. I want the gold, I want the experience points, I want the health potions, and at the peak of her orgasm, I want to hear the Final Fantasy victory music. And at this point, there's treasure. Thank you guys, good night.